Hi, I just wanted to put together a little video. This is me and my dog out for a walk again. I just wanted to talk to this is more relevant probably to people diagnosed recently with cervical dystonia as opposed to the generalised dystonia, which I know is much, much worse. I was diagnosed with cervical dystonia 6 years ago now, and the first year was just living hell. I just thought, what on earth is going on with me? I couldn't believe that I had no control over my neck and my head doing what they wanted to do all the time. And I spent probably the first 6 months just lying in bed, feeling sorry for myself, unable to do anything. I spent the first year just taking any and every pill my doctor suggested, doing Botox. And then probably at the end of that year, I thought, okay, this is my life. I can't live like this. And something snapped in me, and I realised that none of the meds, none of the Botox were really helping. They were just masking what was going on. So I started looking at alternative treatments. That came to no avail as well. I spent hundreds of pounds and hundreds of hours doing it. And I really just wanted something that I could do to help myself. I sort of kind of came to the conclusion that doctors, neurologists, they can't really help me to live a normal life again. And I needed to find something that meant I could. I just hoped there was something out there. And I did find something. I went to a clinical psychologist for 6 sessions, and she really helped me to think differently about the diagnosis of something that they call chronic and incurable. And I slowly came to terms with the fact that, okay, this is real, this is happening to me, what can I do to help myself? And I found an exercise program clinic in New Mexico, and I signed up for their long distance program, and it was the best money I spent. It gave me hope, it gave me a set of exercises, stretches, massages that I could get my husband to do. And slowly by slowly, after about 6 to 8 months of doing most of the exercises every day, probably in total for about 4 hours during my day, I could see slight improvements. And when I spoke to the owner, Abby, she said that her program was all about reprogramming my muscles and reprogramming my brain and reprogramming my sense of who I am, I guess. And sort of finding out my strengths and weaknesses, my character traits and so forth. I did the program, and probably within 6 to 8 months I saw such significant improvements. From when I hadn't been able to leave the house at all, and if I did have to go out, somebody would have to walk with me because I couldn't look down. My head was pulling so far to the right, I couldn't look down. I actually had to get a disabled badge because we needed to be parked as near as possible to wherever we were going. And it's not something I enjoyed, having to go out always accompanied, having to rely on somebody else being with me. But in the course of those 6 to 8 months, I realised that I was feeling better. I was able to do things more for myself. I could get out of bed by myself, go to the bathroom, shower, cook, so forth. My sons then had this brainwave to get me out of the house because I wasn't keen still on getting out of the house, to get me a puppy. This is the puppy you see in front of you, who is now 4 years old. And 4 years on, you just wouldn't believe the difference in my symptoms. I swear that some people who meet me don't know there's anything wrong with me. My head no longer pulls right down to the right. Some days when I get really stressed, it starts pulling a bit, and then I've learnt to go and lie down and just close my eyes and reflect, do some deep breathing, listen to some meditation music, just calm my body again. I just want to say to any newbies out there, it might not be forever. Please don't listen to people that say it's incurable. I won't be told it's incurable. I think the body and the mind are a powerful thing, and if you can engage with it and believe that you can be better, there is hope that you can be relieved of many, if not all, of the symptoms of cervical dystonia. So, you will have to try lots and lots of different things to find the thing that really helps you the most. But I'm hoping for each of you, like me, you will find that which helps you the most. for me what's helped the most is stop fighting the diagnosis. I don't ever think of myself as having cervical dystonia. I only ever think I've got a bit of a pain in the neck, that's all. I won't name it. It doesn't own me at all. I live my life as usually as I did on the whole. I'm not working anymore, but that's because I've reached 60 now and I don't have to work anymore. I guess I'm lucky about that. But just changing your attitude to it. I know people say it's not a psychological illness, but I think it's closely tied to psychological elements in our personality. I think people that get cervical dystonia are a certain type of person. They're sensitive, and it may have been kicked off for you because of certain situations in your life. For me, it happened because I lost a few members of my family to cancer. My sister, who I was very fond of, and my mum and my dad. And it was a horrible time of my year, and I was working in a job that was very exhausting mentally and physically. I was working with people with dementia, and I came to realise at the end of that year, when these symptoms started kicking in, that I was giving too much of myself to others and not looking after myself. So please don't give up. If you've got cervical dystonia and you're new to this, please know there is hope out there for a better way to live. You will not permanently be locked in this body with the inability to turn your head to look up or down or sideways. I hope that you'll all find the thing that helps you best. As I say, for me, it was just changing my attitude about it, not being so angry, and starting to do the things that I love to do in life. This dog out here has helped me the most. He's been my best medicine, I think, because he's the thing that made me leave the house. Somebody had to look after him, and I was the only person at home. So I had to quickly learn to get out there and manage as best I could. And boy, has it changed me. The dog has changed me, my attitude has changed me, and the exercises and the routine that I do every day has changed me. So please don't lose hope, any newbies out there. It is possible to reduce your symptoms or to make them almost dormant, and I hope that it can happen for you too. I'm going to sign off now. Bye-bye.